Cars up in front. Ray Letelier appears to be just a tick off. Remember, Letelier, going back to earlier this afternoon, only took one lap of practice in the final practice. They only had 2 rounds today. Letelier was 0.8 of a second off the leaders. The leaders were the Boss Dog cars. Green flag in the air. We'll see if Ray changes up his practice schedule next week based on this performance. Off of turn number 2, bracket by a half car length. Dave Turner right there. Here comes Ed Connolly at the outside as Ray Letelier tries to stay in the thick of things. It's bracket up in group number 3. Forget number 2. He's going to the 3rd. Trying to get a good run off the corner. And again, you do not see team orders with these guys. Turner fighting for his victory. This would be his, his first victory. You gotta go back to June of last year to see Dave Turner's name in Pepsi Victory Lane. And it probably won't happen tonight the way Sean Brackett is running. He really drives it hard into turn number 3. It sticks, which is something that hasn't always happened on this very slick racetrack tonight. Of course, now with the sun going down, the temperature's cooling just a little bit. It's coming back into the driver's favor. 31 up bracket up in front by about 5 car lengths. Now here comes Connolly to the outside. The 21 runs right there. Here comes the 24, Ray Letelier. Letelier sitting to the outside. Instead, he thinks twice about it, touched back in behind. Turner, Matt Dow's right there as well. Remember, Matt Dow, they changed the entire setup in the race car, hoping to get faster, and they weren't too shabby to begin with, and they pretty much sped up to stand still, if that makes any sense, with 5 laps to go. Yeah, they changed the car, they're still fast, but they're pretty much right where they were before all of the changes. Taylor Lampert coming to lap 2 in the 76. She's definitely a second half driver. In her first season, the 15-year-old doesn't have her permit or license, but has walked away with a couple of top 5s here in the last couple of months. Lampert runs in the number 6 position right now, ahead of Dinsmore and Graffam. What this race could have been with a Brian Graffam and such the dominating performance in the qualifying race, but after a leaky transmission, I guess he had to go in the very early season. So bracket off of turn number 2, locks this one down. He is trying to tie Mike Rowe as the winningest driver on NASCAR night. Mike went ahead in the standings as far as number of victories last Saturday by notching his 5th win and 2nd in a row in the Pro Series. Sean Brackett last went to victory lane 2 weeks ago. If he is to break through tonight, it will be victory number 5. Already beat his win total from last year. He picked up 3 wins en route to the 2008 championship. This year, he says the competition is about 10 times tougher. There are about 4 or 5 cars that can win on any given week, as opposed to 4 or 5 cars on the racetrack. That's the big difference between this year and last year, but it's still bracket in victory lane. Dave Turner and Ray Letelier gets a shove from Matt Dow. As they come across the start-finish line, Dow finishes behind the 24. So it looks like 3 wins again for the 5th time.
13.
As Brackett, I'm sure, getting congratulations from his teammate. Road Runners wrap up race number 1.